I'm going to start with Jacob. Jacob, thank you for being an amazing educator that you are. I've heard so many success stories from parents and students this week, last week, and really in the past 5 years, 5.5 years that I've worked with you on just the amazing student-focused, individualized attentions to our families, to our stakeholders. The attention and the treatment of the students as an individual, as a person, really matters. And I'm consistently hearing about how you take the time in your phone calls to talk with them and tutor with them. And I thank you, thank you, thank you, because I know that you're treating them as an individual when you have so many students right now in your classroom. We're just so lucky to have you. Cassie. Cassie, thank you for sticking with us. Since the moment you have been hired in April, you have seen more students come into your classroom than I could have possibly imagined. I'm just so grateful that you have stuck with us and you have been such a rock star for your students. I can't wait to finally meet you in November, and every day I'm just telling you, please hold on, because I promise it will get better. I know it's been 6 months of saying that, but it will. Thank you. Lisa. Lisa, thank you so much for always, whenever I ask you to do anything and any extra support, you come in and help me. Whether it be with live lessons, whether it be with grading support for me, for other teachers in your pod that need it because they have such heavy loads, you just hop right in. An absolute complete stress reliever. Your classroom is always so clean. Your parents and students are always talking about how amazing you are and how much communication that you give them. They're always telling me how surprised they are about the clear, concise, and positive communication that you give. So thank you. Kevin. Kevin, you've made a pretty rough week just because it's after the hurricane and there's so many students that need help. You've made it pretty wonderful. And the reason being is because whenever I get on the phone with a parent of yours, they're always saying amazing things about you. And it's just made my week really enjoyable to have so much positivity in it when it could be much more stressful and frustrating. I want to give the pod a couple of examples that I've had parents remark on for Mr. Rado this week. So one parent says, Mom said that she didn't have any questions for me during a monthly call because Mr. Rado always answers them so quickly when she does ask them, and she didn't have any saved up for me. So they're very pleased with Mr. Rado. He is just a fantastic teacher. Another mom says that it is her son's first virtual school course, and they were very nervous. It's the first one that her son has taken, and she has been just so pleased with the amount of communication so that she knows how Spencer is doing, more so than regular school. They're going to have him take more classes with us, and they are very, very happy. Thank you, Kevin. Glenn. Thank you, Glenn, for always going above and beyond each and every single week. You have reached out to all of your students. I go in to make calls, and they're all at one. And you've also been dealing with the stress of helping family members in the wake of the storm and how they have been affected. With all of that, supporting all of your students, all of your parents, doing the live lessons and helping family, you have absolutely still managed to send your team amazing extra resources for the AP government content. And these resources really help us with develop as teachers, and it helps our students also learn the material. So thank you so much for going above and beyond. Sarah. Sarah, you are actually an inspiration to me. Last week when we were chatting on IM, your attitude really stuck with me. You exude positivity. And this is in all parts of your life. It's whether, it's talking about your family, or it's really visible in all parts of your job, your classroom, your relationships with students. You do not let negativity affect you. And you just have an amazing attitude and outlook on life. And, it helped me as well. And I remember telling you that I needed to work on that personally, whether it be in work or or with my family as well. And so I just really appreciate you for being that type of person in our pod. And I am very sad that I will not be meeting you at conference. And hopefully we'll be able to meet up soon, whether it be close to Miami where you live or at another type of conference event. Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Many thanks to you. Number one, thank you for taking on 204 AP Human Geography students. This is just above and beyond what anyone can expect. And also, thank you for not only making the most fabulous live lessons for our students, but also going above and beyond and teaching them. Jessica is taking 2 weeks off in October. And she is taking 2 weeks off to get married. Congratulations. So not only does she have the stress of prepping to get married, but she also added extra live lessons. So when I was making the live lesson calendar yesterday, I was IMing her saying, you have 4 live lessons for October. What's going on? You're leading 4. Can I please take one of those? She said, nope, please don't. You know what she told me? She told me that is her favorite part of the week is to connect with students and to be face-to-face, quote unquote, with them in that live lesson time. So just kudos to you, Jessica. I just think that's amazing, and I just appreciate you so much. Last but not least is the fabulous Amy and Catherine team. So this week, I know I've mentioned a couple things about AP Human Geography and our loads just being really high right now. And frankly, we weren't exactly sure what was going to happen. And Amy and Catherine are not only already have 2 contents that they teach, which is United States government and AP government and politics, but they have decided to take on AP Human Geography. They're going to take on about 46 transfer students and get new ones. So they have to learn not only an entirely new content, but they have to learn it all at once because they're going to get transfer students that are in all parts of the class. So not only that, to even add in some more thank yous here is that they were just completely okay with still keeping their regular government students to finish them up, to make their load up to about 200 students, which is just, it's just amazing. Once again, another teachers that have just gone above and beyond. I can't thank you guys enough, and I'm sure the AP Human Geography team feels the same way, our entire pod and Team Henry, for doing this for them and our students to make sure they are supported. So thank you, Lucia Pod. You guys are just so appreciated. Thank you, and thank you.